Welcome to the channel. Comment, like, subscribe, and let's go. So there was a bit of a aftershock to the announcement of Kamala Harris dropping out of the governor's race, and that shakeup, it came in the form of Eleni Koulianakis. And some people are asking, where will the 3% end up going? Personally, I think that if people are paying attention, I think the votes are going to split between Katie Porter and Steve Hilton, especially since Katie Porter has the most recognizable name on the ballot.
What California needs now is a little bit of hope and a whole lot of grit. Fresh blood and new ideas, and leaders with the backbone to fight for what's right. That's why I'm running for governor. Well, look, I think right now, the federal and the state are going to come together. Why do I say that?
Why would you say that? Because from what I know, the governor and the president have always communicated. Sure, governors and presidents haven't always agreed, but the connection that is there is still going to continue to be there. And to be honest with you, the true bridge between the state and the president are the two senators that are voted in by state citizens.
Because the governor is going to have two big tasks, and they're going to have to be able to do both. One is stand up to Trump, block and tackle attacks that are coming, try to push Trump to deliver for California where we can.
So I'm going to go ahead and give you the whole Trump rant. So let's keep going. Let's see where it goes.
And at the same time, focus on California's challenges. So I think being able to know how to negotiate with the federal government, knowing where those levers are, I think we're all getting a crash course in just how important that is in these first months of Trump's presidency.
Yeah, some of us are going to get a crash course on how you maneuver those levers. So how do you want me to believe you when you have 174 bills? You know what? Let's just go ahead and let's see what she has to say about local issues.
Sort of most top of mind, laser focused on housing. I think we've seen California make some progress using the housing targets, the affordable housing targets in each community. And so we're going to need to think about how to do that. Part of that is going to involve being willing to look at the CEQA, the California Environmental Quality Act, and see where it is being used, not to protect any serious environmental concerns, but in fact just to block housing development. Can we experiment a little bit here while still being true to the things that made those neighborhoods, that made Altadena and made the Palisades special?
Her ideas on housing, it sounds familiar to what Steve Hilton had to say. But the only thing I do have an issue with is that if I was to live in those areas, the Pacific Palisades area and the, oh my God, the Altadena area, I don't think I would like to hear that you want to experiment on rebuilding my city. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into healthcare, and then we'll end it with taxes.
Healthcare for undocumented people. It's been very expensive. Estimates say that it's billions of dollars over budget for where they expected it. Is that something that you think we should do? Is that something we should continue? Is that something we should rein back?
Well, our goal should certainly be that every single person living in California is able to be healthy. That's good for all of us. That's the goal, and I think I share the governor's goal there, is wanting everyone in California to have health care.
Even though the budget can't afford it? You know what? Let's just continue.
We're going to have to make some tough decisions if we're not able to push back on Donald Trump about how we afford it. I would say I have not dug in yet, Alex, but I want to understand what percentage of the cost overrun that we're facing is due to rising healthcare costs generally, and what percentage of it is due to expanded coverage, including for people who have come to this country without documentation. I suspect it's a mix of both.
Okay, now I get it. Expect and accept failing policies. You know, one of the reasons the people voted for Donald Trump and pushed them on the people's mandate for deportation, it was because of the cost of these services and programs for illegal immigrants. But not just that, it's also the corruption that comes along right with it.
So you would be open to basically killing or bringing back that program?
Well, I think we just need to look at the numbers.
Speaking about numbers, next topic will be taxes.
For me, the way to ask this is, what are we getting for our taxes, right? So it is, what are we getting? I think there's a lot of concern in California that one of the things we're not getting is an economy that's growing. We're not getting population that's growing. So I think you have to look at how are we using those tax dollars. But I do think that we need to be willing to say there's nothing here that we shouldn't be saying. It is efficient to set standards. Everybody in government, Democrat, Republican, Independent, should be an advocate for taxpayers.
So if you want to see the full interview, go ahead to Alex Michelson. It was 4 months ago. And type in how Katie Porter would govern California. So let us start thinking about our taxes and what are the taxes actually there for, right? Now, start thinking about what we've actually received from those taxes.